who was in charge of Spain against Bosnia last weekend. So it's Celtic who get the ball rolling again in the SPL. Mark Wilson at right back today. Samaras flicks that on. McDonald ahead of him, but it's cleared by Mark Reynolds.
And right away we see that Bayer Robson's not playing wide in a 4. He's playing more centrally alongside Krosas.
Given away by Clarkson. Krosas. McDonald went to ground and Samaras poked it goalwards.
Maloney feeds Krosas, and we know, having watched him against United for Barcelona, he plays balls like that all day. Samaras couldn't get hold of it.
This is only Celtic's second away game this season. They drew the first at Dundee United. How will they fare today? McDonald returning from injury and returning to Fir Park, where he once famously, or infamously, from Celtic's point of view, cost them a title. Sean Maloney. Comfortable save for Graham Smith.
That's going to be a problem for Quinn down the right-hand side. Can't get forward too much and allow Maloney in like that.
Clarkson. Hughes. Now Maloney, and Celtic could break away. Maloney has got McDonald alongside him, but he's been nudged by Cragen. Firm challenge. Hughes and McManus sent off on his birthday, not the card he wanted in Iceland. Sutton. Lee Naylor back from injury today. Celtic have racked up a few goals in recent visits to Fir Park, 14 in their last 5 games here, and they would certainly fancy more of the same. Hughes. Krosas now for Maloney. Scott Brown. Wilson overlapping. And it's going to be a corner, is it? Not yet. Graham Smith has to deal with that after Reynolds flicked it on.
It's a good overlapping run. We'll get a little bit lucky here. It's been a sharp start from both sides. Playing crisp passing, getting forward quickly.
Stephen Hughes, it cannons off McManus. It's come to Clarkson. Free kick given against David Clarkson, who was with Scotland on their trips to Macedonia and Iceland, but he wasn't involved, not even as a sub.
Well, but he's been playing very good football, Clarkson. He's improved so much since McGee has come to the club. He worked very hard on Clarkson when he first arrived, and it's paid dividends.
Samaras, a rather obvious target for Boritz. Brown up against Hamill. He's got support from Wilson, and Samaras still there. Brown again, and Maloney! Sean Maloney pounces inside 5 minutes. It's just what Celtic needed after that old firm trouncing. The champions are in front. Maloney is scoring again in the SPL.
Yeah, Celtic are certainly bouncing back. It's Brown in that wide area. He does so well. He feeds it Samaras, he goes again, he just gets a bit lucky here, but look at that for a ball. First class, and Maloney tucking in from the left-hand side. And the ball comes in, it just evades Scott McDonald, but look, Maloney on hand where he should be, and he finishes it well with his left foot. But it's all about the pass. Smith's got no chance, he can't come for that one, can't get there quick enough.
Sean Maloney's 38th goal for Celtic. John Sutton almost in, Gary Colbert having to dart across. Maloney, the goal scorer, flicks it on. Robson. The flag is up against Maloney this time.
A very sharp start for Celtic. Certainly considering the fact that a lot of the players have been on international duty.
Well, it's got to it despite a minor stumble.
That might have been Gordon Strachan's tactics in this match. He has made changes. There's still a lot of players that played for their countries. Maybe a quick start, get a couple of goals and kill the game off.
Barry Robson has got a free kick off Keith Lasley. An early goal to settle Celtic. Robson has got Brown with him. Naylor. Samaras. It's bounced off Reynolds. And now Hughes. He's going to get a free kick. Foul by Samaras.
Yeah, he just clips Hughes there.
The players wearing black armbands following the tragic death of former Motherwell player and fans' favourite, Jamie Dolan. Reynolds.
You can see that Celtic showing a lot of respect to Motherwell, closing down very quickly. They know that Motherwell are fluid and can play from back to front.
Robson challenging with Hughes. And Samaras is suddenly in. It is Samaras. It is 2-0. It's a storming start for Celtic. This is more like it from the champions. 2 up in 8 minutes.
It's just poor defending from Motherwell and good positive play from Celtic. They get the reward for it. Samaras, this time on hand. Twice, 3 times Motherwell get a chance to clear it. Then Mark Reynolds looks like he's going to get it on this occasion, and then doesn't get there. And Samaras, very quick to use his left foot on that occasion. Smart finish. He's driving through. Mark Reynolds does get a touch and basically just plays it onto Samaras' left foot, but he takes it so well. Just watch it here, it comes across him. Quick thinking.
Celtic are taking out their old firm frustration on Motherwell. A blistering beginning to this match. Maloney and Samaras. And problems of the large variety already for Motherwell.
And a chance for Maloney or Robson to swing this one in.
More danger awaits Motherwell. It is Maloney who floats it in, although that's going to be an easy take for Graham Smith. Motherwell stunned.
It goes without saying that against the old firm, you cannot defend badly and expect to win the match. And so far, that's what's happened to Motherwell.
Stephen Hughes decides to go for goal, but it was a tad ambitious.
Celtic just slipping up in midfield, and Hughes is faced there with McManus. He's not going to get past him. Certainly not going to go past Boric from that distance.
Samaras with a flick. McDonald nearly providing it for Samaras again. Reynolds. Porter. Celtic fans couldn't have dreamt of a start like that. The champions needed a big performance today after losing to Rangers, and they are turning it on already. They're not hanging around.
I did say before the match that all four in Motherwell's back line had to cut out the errors, and they haven't done that. Paid the price. But in saying that, you have to say that Celtic also have started the game very well. They were right up for it.
Clarkson. Sutton hung in there. Here's Hamill. Lasley. Can Motherwell respond? Oh, the offside flag would have done for them anyway after Clarkson struck it. Porter. And his Todd.
Porter just gets in the way here. It's good play. It opens up for Clarkson. You can see it's definitely offside. He's got to hold his run there a little bit, but decent effort there from Clarkson.
If Celtic win by 3 goals today, they will go top of the table for a couple of hours anyway. The top two in action later, Rangers and Kilmarnock. Porter presenting it to Quinn. Cragen. The two managers are close friends, of course, from their Aberdeen days. Mark McGee stayed at Gordon Strachan's house when he first got the Motherwell job.
Those 2 goals have stunned Motherwell and Mark McGee. It's now very important that they don't lose a third. If they do, it's definitely all over. They have to now control it a little bit and play their way back into this game.
Samaras. Rescued by Reynolds. Here's McGarry. Fouled by Robson. Free kick for Motherwell. Hamill's free kick. Chris Porter flipped it on, but Celtic not being presented with too many worries just now. And they have a 2-goal cushion already, remarkably. Lasley. Hughes. Hamill. Hughes has got it back. They'll try and play their way back into this game. Maloney has pounced on this, though. Scott Brown, full of desire, but he handled it. Porter made the run. Sutton is in the box. Hamill. McGarry. Blocked by Robson. McGarry. often unable to rescue that. Quarter of an hour played, and Celtic sitting pretty on a 2-0 lead. Goals from Sean Maloney. 5 minutes, and then a few minutes later, Georgios Samaras.
I think the biggest threat to Motherwell at times is when they've got possession themselves in the midfield area. When they lose it, they give it away. And Celtic break very quickly. They've got pace up front. And Samaras, he likes to run long, as does McDonald. And they've got players in midfield like Robson and Krosas that can pick a pass, and certainly width. So that has to be a danger for Motherwell in that midfield area. Keep the ball, keep possession.
Clarkson, and snapshots from Sutton. Perhaps had a bit more time than he realised.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for Sutton. It's good play from Clarkson. It's too far past the front post. Sutton can't whip that one round towards Boruc.
A very respectable goal-scoring record for St Mirren John Sutton. And pretty good in his early days at Motherwell, 2-2. Scott McDonald. Reynolds is with him. And McDonald has done well to feed Scott Brown. More worries for Motherwell.
It just seems too easy. Ball over the top of Craigan. McDonald doing very well, strong, holding it up. And Brown, quick slap shot, almost got there. Certainly looking much more like himself.
Straight out from Krosas. The Spaniard given his first start, having come on as a sub against Falkirk. Clarkson for Stephen Hughes. Barry Robson made the challenge, and Brown seemed to barge into McGarry then. Mark Wilson surging forward. Krosas. Maloney. Robson. Scott Brown shadowed by Hamill. Robson has stayed down, and that's why Gary Caldwell is going to boot it out, although Robson is now getting back to his feet, albeit a little gingerly.
Mark Reynolds coming in here. You can see it there. A boot on his left ankle for Robson.
Robson still toiling a little. Samaras will rise. It's come off Craigan. Hamill. Full mistake from Stephen Hughes, and Samaras has pushed it past Reynolds, although Reynolds has managed to recover and sort it out for Motherwell. Sutton, Porter, Lasley, Clarkson nearby. Clarkson rather miserably losing out. Made it easy for McManus. Reynolds, Lasley. I think that might be a free kick. Craig Thompson wants a word with Barry Robson, who's putting himself about, as usual.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Reynolds, Hamill away to his left, popped it towards Clarkson, cleared by Caldwell. Maloney's header, giving Clarkson a sniff, and Sutton takes over. He might go for the throw, that.
Again, it's Clarkson at the centre of it for Motherwell, making things difficult for Celtic, and it just comes open there for Sutton. He's got to do better, I think, though. At least hit the target.
Clarkson trying to force the issue. And here's Scott Brown, who's certainly made a bright start to this game. Scott McDonald won't get too near that. Stephen Hamill back for a second spell at Motherwell. Rejoined from Southend when Jim Patterson left for Plymouth back in January. Needless foul given away by Process. Clarkson. And that will be a free kick, will it? No. It won't, actually.
Well, he certainly wanted one. And he went down too late.
Naylor, who was injured on the opening day against St Mirren, making his return today. Could have played on, Sean Maloney had it, but Lasley skived Naylor down rather crudely.
It's an interesting one, Crosas in central midfield for Celtic. He does just sit there, but he likes to play the ball forward quickly and pick a 20-30 yard pass. Just changes the dimension of that Celtic midfield.
Clarkson. McGarry moving ahead of him now. Clarkson gets it back from Hamill. Here's McGarry. Slithering away from Hughes, and Maloney closed in. And Robson taken out by Lasley.
And the second time in a couple of minutes that Lasley's been involved like that.
Scott Brown. Wilson carries on regardless. Reynolds clears it. Celtic threatening again. 2 goals to the good. Wilson preferred to Andreas Hinkel at right back. McDonald. Oh, that's brilliant! It is 3-0. Scott McDonald yet again showing no mercy for his former club. And Celtic are rampant.
Well, just watch this. It's absolute class from McDonald. Not so great from Reynolds, but you have to give credit to the striker. Look at the way he turns Reynolds here. He knows exactly what he wants to do. And then the finish. Pretty good. On the volley, Smith just gets a slight hand to it, but that is top-class finishing from McDonald. He's had one sniff in the match. That's it. He's on the score sheet. Welcome back, Scott McDonald.
Well, he scored 5 times against Motherwell last season, 2 goals here and a hat-trick at Celtic Park, and he's got them in his sights again. There was an inevitability that that would happen. Scott McDonald scoring today. And Motherwell have got no answer to this just now. Maloney. Brown. Here's Process. Maloney takes over, and again there are gaps to exploit. Not exploited this time, but Motherwell all over the place.
Yeah, they've lost their shape completely now, Motherwell. Celtic just picking them off. No one staying with runners. Maloney completely free there. So much time as well outside the box. Tries to dink this one in the end to narrow it down a little bit for him, but from Motherwell point of view, from midfield to front, Motherwell haven't been that bad. But at the back, it's been a complete shambles.
John Sutton now, intercepted by McManus. Motherwell may have won at Celtic Park in April, but they really fare so well against them here at Fir Park. Scott Brown, though, conceding a free kick. Motherwell desperate for some sort of reply to haul themselves slightly back into the game.
So difficult to get back now. That third goal was always going to be the vital one for Celtic.
It's Hamill who floated in, and Sutton unable to steer it goalwards.
It's a decent ball in, aiming for Sutton but nowhere near. Celtic don't often lose 4 goals. Can't remember the last time that happened. Well, Bratislava maybe, but that was a long time ago and not in the SPL. Of course, in Gordon Strachan's mind, there will be 2 weeks ago. 4 goals. Can they retaliate by getting 4 of their own?
Manus, that's going to go away from Maloney. It's going to be a long shift this for Motherwell at this rate. Stephen Craigan having to turn that out. Motherwell's defence run ragged. Not even a third of the game gone yet. Process. Put out by McGarry. Clarkson pointing to where he wanted it. He's got it, and now Porter takes over. And Clarkson. And it's Caldwell where it came off. They tried handball. I think it would have been a bit harsh on Gary Caldwell.
It was good defending from Caldwell. Coming out here to narrow it all down. You can see it does just hit his left forearm, but couldn't get it away.
Stephen Hughes deciding not to take it. First time on the volley, offside. Flags up, and it's not going to count for David Clarkson, despite a spectacular attempt.
Well, you can see he just stays in too long. Clarkson not looking along the line. It's a good finish. Definitely offside.
Maloney. Samaras. Graham Smith behind that. But beaten 3 times in the first half hour. Fantastic response from Celtic after such a highly disappointing defeat to their fierce rivals a fortnight ago. McManus tackled Robson then. Taken away by Lasley. Here's Robson. Now Samaras. He's got Scott Brown going some alongside, and also Scott McDonald. McDonald's effort took a little deflection, and Celtic didn't really make the most of that situation, but even so, they're in a very comfortable position here. Porter. Hamill. Naylor gets a second chance.
Motherwell are playing in such an open fashion that whenever they lose the ball in midfield, Celtic are right on top of their defence. When they're making errors as well, it's just costing goals. Each time Celtic go forward, you think, here comes another one. That must be a real worry for Mark McGee.
Naylor. Crosas. Donald leaves it for Maloney. Reynolds intervenes. Hughes. Hamill. The Motherwell fans quiet, and no wonder, their spirits considerably dampened by this Celtic blitz. Manis, Maloney, fouled by Cragen. Sean Maloney started the scoring spree. Samaras and McDonald continued it. You get the feeling they haven't finished yet. Samaras, and he's put it behind McDonald, so Quinn is able to mop up.
Just can't live with Samaras up front. His pace, his strength, causing Reynolds all sorts of problems.
Hughes, Lasley takes over into the path of Hamill. Clarkson grounded. Scott Brown for Sean Maloney. Cragen covering. Motherwell have got quite a run of games against Celtic and Rangers. It's obviously in the UEFA Cup, and they've also got a co-op cup tie against local rivals Hamilton Accies looming as well. Clarkson feeding it through for Sutton. That's brave from Boretz, and he's going to clutch it.
The front three for Motherwell really have linked well when they've managed to get in the last third. And again here, it's a lovely ball from Clarkson into Sutton, but good goalkeeping. He's out really smartly, Boretz. Had to be.
Samaras. Robson alongside him, but Lasley was in the way. Clarkson. McGarry. He's got plenty of company. Wilson for Robson. Brown for Crosas. Manis will be underneath that. Maloney helps it on to McDonald. Samaras, Crosas, McDonald. The football is flowing from the champions. Maloney. And Samaras! Miscued, but McDonald will keep Celtic interested. Scott Brown got a bit bogged down. Just a throw for Chris Porter. Ten minutes remaining in the first half. Celtic storming into a 3-goal lead at Fir Park. Hamill towards Porter, although McManus will knock it away. Only to Clarkson though. It's a tidy tackle by Mark Wilson. Samaras. Here they go again. Samaras. McDonald is waiting for the pass. They'll have to wait a little longer. Scott Brown. It wouldn't really come down for him. But that's going to be a free kick for Celtic. From a cracking position.
It's a good position. We watched Kuza bullying the Celtic defence a couple of weeks back. Well, Samaras did exactly the same thing to the Motherwell defence. Just cannot get a hold of him at all.
Paul Maloney. Harry Orson and Georgios Samaras also lurking. Graham Smith in the firing line again. Stephen Craigan considering guarding the post here. It is Maloney, and it was very nearly number 4. Craigan couldn't have done much about it. Maloney tries again, and that's going to go for a corner kick.
Ian, this is an absolute battering. Can't remember the last time I saw Motherwell struggle so much. Maloney, great free kick. Difficult to do because he's close in, but to get it up and then back down there, just not enough.
So it's first corner. Robson ready, and it's going to come to Maloney. The former Celtic manager Martin O'Neill takes his Aston Villa team to Tottenham on Monday. We'll be there from 7 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. And in fact we're moving in at White Hart Lane because we're back there on Thursday at 7:30 for Spurs against Wisla Krakow in the UEFA Cup. And from the Barclays Premier League next Saturday, Arsenal go to Bolton from 4 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. Motherwell 3 down, and it could have been worse. It still might get worse. Robson. Scott Brown nearby, but Mark Reynolds takes command of the situation, and Motherwell need a few more to do that. They have been brushed aside.
Yeah, Celtic's passing's been very good. They've used the width in midfield well against the 3 for Motherwell. And they've gone the break very quickly. Real positive performance.
Gideon Nakamura left on the bench, partly out injured, and Benigora Hesseling suspended, of course. Gordon Strachan chopping and changing things today, and will be delighted with the way this side have performed. Colwell. It was immense for Scotland in Iceland. Prosas. Samaras. Prosas again. He's got McDonald to pick out. This is ominous. Reynolds having to cover, but it is another Celtic corner.
Yeah, Prosas making his mark in this one. Good pass of the ball, very composed. He looks real quality.
point in the right place there. It's Maloney to float it in. It's made as far as Scott Brown. Another nervous moment for Motherwell.
Yeah, just one of many in this first half. Craig in the end managed to get something on it.
Celtic getting that old firm defeat out of their system, dominating proceedings in this first half, that third part.
And the midfield three of Motherwell haven't been able to isolate Robson and Crosas in there. It's good work from Maloney and Brown to tuck in at times and make it a 4 against 3.
Naylor, Maloney ahead of him, so too Samaras. McDonald, lovely, it's Samaras, he's in again. It's 4. Motherwell absolutely mauled in this first half, and Celtic really are looking like champions.
Motherwell look battered, but sublime football, great passing, one-touch stuff, Naylor involved, lovely flick there from McDonald, and the simplest of finishes for Samaras. Great movement, third man running from Samaras, he gets himself in and just strokes this one home. Nice flick, good combination play from the front two, very simple but very good.
5 goals in 5 games this season for Georgios Samaras. A double against Falkirk, a double now against Motherwell. Well taken goals and high quality football from Celtic in the build-up.
And food for thought as well for Gordon Strachan. John Hartson was saying before the match, it's not the strongest Celtic side. Well, it's not, but they've played so well, and some of the passing has been a lot more direct than it usually is. Celtic do tend to play a patient game, but today, nothing like it. It's been much more deliberate, concise going forwards, and that's what's given them the chances. Added, of course, to the fact that Motherwell have played so badly.
Samaras is on a hat-trick. Maloney and McDonald also on the score sheet. The score sheet is getting crowded. Hughes. Motherwell absolutely shell-shocked. Clean sheet so far for Harter Boruc. And the Celtic fans enjoying life again, having had a fortnight to mull over that horrible defeat to Rangers. Cragen, Hamill, McGarry. Half-time fast approaching. Clarkson, a little nudge on Naylor. It's been a desperate first half for Motherwell, but many teams could deal with Celtic in this kind of form, although Matt McGee will have plenty to ponder.
He will, because he doesn't actually like to play a defensive style of football. I don't know if his team can actually play that way. So the second half, it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Crosas. Caldwell let it go. McManus will deal with it. There's no hint of any significant stoppage time at the end of this first half. Motherwell will be glad to hear the whistle, but not so glad that they've got another 45 minutes left. Celtic 2 up inside 8 minutes, 4 up by the break. Performance worthy of champions here in this first half. Motherwell have been mercilessly ripped apart and torn to shreds. Sean Maloney pounced early to put Celtic on their way. Samras got a second and also scored the fourth. And in between his 2 goals, well, yes, Scott McDonald had to score, didn't he, against Motherwell.